Good morning, friends, and welcome to yet another episode of Eicher Presents Moving India with Nayi Soch, a Trans India exclusive. One thing that has always been missing in the road transport industry is collaboration. For years and years, it has been competition. The element of trust has been missing between transporters to a large extent. But that is not the way to grow and move forward, especially at a time when transportation costs are high and assets are expensive. But what if there was a way for transporters, especially the logistics service providers, to collaborate on a platform and secure business with guarantee of payment? It may sound like a dream, but this is now possible. Former chairman of INLOG, Pradeep Singal, has been instrumental in launching INLOG, a platform that opens up a lot of business avenues for the logistics service providers, as well as truckers, as well as customers. In fact, INLOG recently entered into an arrangement with SIMTA, South India Motor Transport Association, to onboard the trucks of its member associations spread across South India. So what exactly is INLOG and what does it do that makes it stand out? Let's hear it from Pradeep Singal and see how this Nayi Soch can be moving India into the future. You are watching Eicher Presents Moving India with Nayi Soch, a Trans India exclusive. And here's the man behind INLOG, Pradeep Singal.
Pradeep ji, INLOG, we've been hearing about this concept for quite some time now.
Yes.
What is the current status? Where are we?
We have soft launched it. We have launched it in Naitava.
Okay.
And we are testing it. और we are happy to say कि बहुत अच्छा response है. We've already enrolled many people and many people जो members हैं हमारे उसमें flow में है. So we are talking to each and every person. और जो भी इसमें interested रहेगा, we will get them on board.
So when we first spoke about INLOG, there were a lot of, it was a bouquet of services around that.
Yes.
So what all is available now?
देखिए इसके अंदर में we have zero down on 5 services which the INLOG is providing.
Right.
2 are the customer interface.
Right.
So we are not starting it right now.
Okay.
So it will take some 3 to 6 months. First we have all the LSPs in the bouquet, and then we will start those services.
Okay.
So and 3 are the LSP interface.
Okay.
So the first LSP interface is in exchange. So that is an LSP exchange platform. It is a no profit, no loss. It is for MSMEs. So all the LSPs can come on this platform, and they can see the demand and supply between the LSPs and give end-to-end logistics solution to their own customers. So we are not taking any customer data. We are not taking your data. The transaction is between one LSP and to the second LSP. So it is the transaction between you. But where does the INLOG comes? INLOG's guarantees, not kind of guarantee, but yes, it manages the SLA. So there are 2 things which need to be managed between the exchange area, between the work with the LSPs tools. One is the SLA management, and second is the credit management.
Absolutely.
So the LSP is managed, this SLA is managed, that we are taking verified LSPs only.
Okay.
So we are taking LSPs with the minimum turnover of 5 crore rupees in per annum, and they should have a backtrack of at least 3 years. And that should be, they should have a positive net worth. They should have all the certifications in place, and they should have a good standing in the markets. That is our way to see that the SLAs are managed.
And how do you verify that? What is the process for that?
Well, it is all online, all digital. The LSP who is registering, he goes online and he's submit all the documents, and our central team then verify all the documents, and we have APIs also to verify it with the government, like PAN card or GST registrations and things like this, that we register from there. And then once we are kind of confident this LSP is outstanding and can provide the services, then we onboard that.
Okay. And what about the credit? How is that taken care of? Because that's quite a tricky part.
Yeah. Whenever we talk to the LSP, that is the most tricky part.
Absolutely.
So very simple. If your LSP, the service you are providing to your LSP, if he doesn't pay, INLOG will pay. that is the best thing we can do.
How rich is INLOG?
No, we are very confident and very, what you can say, confident about our LSPs.
They will pay on time. but tell me, Pradeep, off late,
I will just expand it a little.
Yes.
So what is happening is that we are charging just a minimal amount. It is just no profit, no loss.
Okay.
So what we are doing is that it is just, I will just tell you the amount also. It is just 100 rupees for each transaction.
That's it.
That's it. So if the two people talk between themselves and they do it, it is just 100 rupees.
Okay.
But if they want a credit insurance, which is the credit one,
Right.
so that it is just 1% of the freight amount, not of the value for anything else.
Okay.
The value which goes
1%
to
of the freight.
amount.
Okay.
That we reinvest in the credit insurance from the credit companies. So that is how we manage it. And of course, we expect that there will not be many defaults, but because we are taking all the verified LSP, there is no fly-by-the-night operator, or there is no something like huge debt which is occurring because of the customers. It is between LSPs.
But off late we have seen a lot of LSPs are in the volume game rather than the profit percentage game, which because of which freight rates are not really going up. Do you have any control on what the freight rate should be or could be?
It is a long process, and we have talked about it. So this is the first step. So when we talk about, there are two simple things. If you want to increase your profit margin or you want to remain in a business, either you have to provide the same services at low price, or at the same price you have to give him the better services. That is our only two things of the formula of doing a business.
Correct.
So do we have some kind of a scope for better asset utilization? Do we have an empty truck running? Do we see that the trucks which are running 8,000 kilometers can go to 12,000 to 15,000 kilometers? Right. Do we have an excess capacity in the different areas? Do we have kind of some problems in handover and takeover from one LSP to the other? If we can go ahead and kind of solve those problems, so the asset utilization will increase.
Absolutely.
The efficiency will increase. The confidence of the customer will increase. So when this increases, of course, the business will go up and the margins will go up. And that is the only way in this scenario to increase your margins.
Absolutely.
Even if the LSPs who are caught in the dilemma or in the vicious circle that they have to increase their businesses, but they are not able to provide the value-added service. So now how they provide the value-added services? That is through this platform. So we have not only the transport operators who are operating on this platform. There will be truck owners, there will be the transporters, there will be railways people, there will be air people, there will be port people, inland transportation, all SLSP, even the CHAs.
Okay.
Every person who is providing services and have a requirement of road transportation or requirement of any other mode will be available on this platform. All will be verified, and all will be verified through their respective associations also.
Okay.
So when these all people come together, then you have a chance to provide end-to-end logistics to your customer. Each and every person in MSME need not be a 10,000 crore company to provide a 4PL kind of experience to his customers.
Right.
So that is the beauty of this platform. That is what we are trying to do, to make all the MSME LSPs capable to provide end-to-end logistics to their customers.
Absolutely. And tell me, how do you see the future of this industry going forward? Because, there's a lot of competition, the operating costs are going up, freight rates are not keeping pace, though we know that road transport will always be there. But do you see the smaller guys being in a bit of trouble?
Yes, and that is I am saying for the last 5 years that they
have been
are
always saying that.
Yes, we are that if you don't collaborate, if you don't merge, जब तक आप ये लोग नहीं करोगे साथ के अंदर में, and yes, cooperative movements. So otherwise, on economy of scale, you will be wiped out.
But I think INLOG is the only platform currently which gives an opportunity to collaborate.
Yes.
Because otherwise the guys don't know where to go.
Yes. And it is a very transparent kind of a platform. It is very clear that on this in exchange, we don't want to make any money. It is just for the MSME, for the road transport people, for the other LSPs to come together and survive. if you come together, give a value-added services, we are giving you the digital platform which you could not have made.
Right.
The investment a small LSP cannot make. So that we are providing kind of a free of cost at very nominal cost,
Very nominal cost,
which is the sustainable cost for the system.
And it really opens up the avenues for expansion also. Collaboration, expansion, everyone.
Everyone.
A win-win for all.
If you have a office, let us say, I keep on giving the example in Hyderabad, and if you are loading just 10 vehicles in a month, why do you need an office there? Let another people use your office, use your manpower, and just let us bring down the per manpower cost on loading and unloading of each truck. Why can't we reduce the efficiency of the warehouse? Why can't we increase the backloads of the trucks? That is one thing. Then all the CHA, they want some or the other road transporters to provide the end-to-end logistics, then primary movement, secondary movement, then city movement, city logistics. These all things are coming up. And the LSP, the small LSPs, you can say, and most of them are, and of course the old ones,
right,
more than the new one, they do not know how to cope up with this new change.
Absolutely.
So this is our efforts to see that, and that we collaborate amongst ourselves to bring out on economy of scales.
We will continue our interaction with Pradeep Singal on the other side of this very short break. You are watching Eicher Presents Moving India with Nayi Soch, a Trans India exclusive.
How do you really define new? They say the new takes you beyond possible and makes you do what's unthinkable. Now imagine a world where trucks never have to stop, where no one has to wait when there is an emergency, and happiness always arrives on time. In a hurried world, no one worries about kids getting to school safely. Fathers always come home with a surprise. Mothers sleep peacefully when their son is out on the road 24/7. In a digitally connected world, the real connections are never lost. Friendships are never left behind when work gets tougher. The wheels are kept moving by dedicated professionals. And ultimately, it's not just technology, but people who save the planet. The new thinking not only makes our business grow, but also gives us newer ways to celebrate life. Eicher, Nayi Soch, Naye Raste.
Welcome back to Eicher Presents Moving India with Nayi Soch, a Trans India exclusive. We are in conversation with Pradeep Singal, the man behind INLOG, a platform filled with Nayi Soch, which has the potential of economically and efficiently moving India. After all, this is Moving India with Nayi Soch.
Fine, Pradeep ji, the product is ready. How do you plan to take it to the masses? What is the roadmap here?
Very simple. First, the onboarding is all digital. You just log into the system and you can onboard. You have to provide all the systems, all the information on the platform itself. Once it is verified, you become online.
Simple process?
Very simple. You can just start doing your, you can start posting your requirements, your demands, and just supplies, demands and supplies. You can just go on, keep on posting your demands and supplies on the system. So very simple system. So how we are going about is that we are going through associations. We have already approached 25 to 30 associations. It was already enrolled it. We are signing MOU with the associations. We are kind of taking very nominal charges when going through the associations. So once the associations are onboarded, then through associations we are just talking to every their members, and whoever is interested can always enroll on the system.
No barriers for entry or anything?
We just want verified LSP with what I've already told, 5 crores turnover per annum and at least a positive net worth for 3 years. And all the certifications required for the services you want to sell. That if a person wants to sell CHA services, then he should be a CHA.
Certified.
He should be certified. Like he's followed road transport services, he's been Carrier Act. So if somebody wants to sell any kind of services, he should be proficient in that service. That is the only thing what we want.
Thank you so much, Pradeep ji.
As we mentioned earlier, INLOG entered into an agreement with SIMTA to enroll its members, essentially truckers, on the platform. So what exactly is happening between SIMTA and INLOG? We'll get details from R Shanmugappa on the other side of this very short break. You are watching Eicher Presents Moving India with Nayi Soch, a Trans India exclusive.
How do you really define new? They say the new takes you beyond possible and makes you do what's unthinkable. Now imagine a world where trucks never have to stop, where no one has to wait when there is an emergency, and happiness always arrives on time. In a hurried world, no one worries about kids getting to school safely. Fathers always come home with a surprise. Mothers sleep peacefully when their son is out on the road 24/7. In a digitally connected world, the real connections are never lost. Friendships are never left behind when work gets tougher. The wheels are kept moving by dedicated professionals. And ultimately, it's not just technology, but people who save the planet. The new thinking not only makes our business grow, but also gives us newer ways to celebrate life. Eicher, Nayi Soch, नए रास्ते।
Welcome back to Eicher Presents Moving India with Nayi Soch, a Trans India exclusive. Here's R Shanmugappa, General Secretary of SIMTA, outlining the arrangement with INLOG in the presence of other association heads from across South India.
आज हम बहुत दिन से बहुत कोशिश किया था तमिलनाडु से एंटायर साउथ से जाने का ट्रक हमको लोड नहीं मिलता, थोड़ा टाइम भाड़ा कम हो जाता है, लोड करने का बाद भाड़ा नहीं मिलता, एडवांस नहीं मिलता, इसमें बहुत बड़ा तकलीफ था। 2 साल 3 साल से नामक्कल अरुण, बाद में तमिलनाडु लॉरी ओनर्स एसोसिएशन प्रेसिडेंट धनराज, सब आदमी मिल के आज अटवा का पास एक MOU करने के लिए हम लोग प्रयास करके आज फाइनल किया। अभी कभी भी कोई भी लोड होना दो साउथ का एंटायर अटवा का पास हमारा गाड़ी जाएगा। कल से एक 10-15 दिन से ये शुरुआत होने का है। ट्रक्कर का भाड़ा क्या, ट्रक्कर भाड़ा क्या पूछता है, अटवा का एक आदमी रहेगा, हमारा एक आदमी रहेगा, ऐसा तमिलनाडु लॉरी ओनर्स एसोसिएशन लीड बाई धनराज दोनों के बीच में हम लोग बैठ के सॉर्ट आउट करके एंटायर साउथ से, सिमटा से, तमिलनाडु से सब गाड़ी हम लोग अटवा को दे सकता है। ऐसा ही साथ अटवा वाला टाइम से भाड़ा देगा, लोड करने के बाद एडवांस विद इन 3 days में पेमेंट कर लेगा। ये सब MOU हम लोग करने के लिए प्रयास किया। आज एक बहुत बड़ा मुहूर्त होके और बहुत बड़ा आज हमको बहुत अच्छा लगा। ट्रक्कर का सेव करना रहे तो डायरेक्टली हम लोग जाके लोड करके हमारा प्रॉब्लम क्या सॉर्ट आउट करने के लिए बहुत अच्छा मौका मिल गया हमको। इसके लिए आज से एंटायर साउथ का गाड़ी ये अटवा का साथ में मिलके चलना कर को हम लोग लोडिंग अनलोडिंग उसमें नहीं रहेगा। बाद में साथ ही साथ 90% एडवांस के लिए हम लोग प्रयास करेगा। कौन हमको कैसा देता है उसी के ऊपर देख के हम लोग वहाँ कैसा कैसा सिस्टम है वो सिस्टम देख के, ट्रांसपोर्टर का सिस्टम क्या है वो भी हम लोग बात करके आगे हम लोग हमारा लोड चलाएगा। ये आज बहुत बड़ा डिसीजन किया हम लोग। धन्यवाद। इसके लिए प्रदीप सिंगल साहब को 2 साल 3 साल से बहुत कोशिश किया सिंगल साहब, प्रदीप सिंगल जी, इसके लिए हम लोग बहुत बड़ा एंटायर साउथ से बहुत बड़ा अभिनंदन करता है।
थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू थैंक यू थैंक यू। बहुत ही खुशी का मौका है। सबसे बड़ी चीज़ है हमारी एक कोशिश थी किस तरह से हम ट्रांसपोर्टर्स को, डिफरेंट LSP को हम साथ में लेके आ पाएँ, बीच में ब्रोकर्स के बिना डायरेक्ट हम बातचीत कर पाएँ, डायरेक्ट हम दोनों के बीच के अंदर में जो दूरियां हैं उसको हटा पाएँ, किस तरह से दोनों के मार्जिन्स बढ़ें और दोनों एक दूसरे के साथ में काम कर सकें, डायरेक्टली काम कर सकें। तो उसके लिए हम लोगों ने एक प्लेटफॉर्म सबने मिलकर बनाया है, इनलॉग नेटवर्क। ये एक प्लेटफॉर्म है जिसपे LSP एक्सचेंज करके, इन एक्सचेंज करके एक ये प्लेटफॉर्म बनेगा, ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म है जो कि ऐप पे भी अवेलेबल रहेगा, टेलीफोन पे भी अवेलेबल रहेगा, जिसके अंदर में सारे हमारे ट्रक ओनर्स जाके वहां पर अपने लोड्स पोस्ट कर सकते हैं, हमारे ट्रांसपोर्टर्स भाई भी लोड पोस्ट कर सकते हैं और एक दूसरे के साथ हैंडशेक कर सकते हैं विदाउट बिडिंग। अपना रेट, अपनी गाड़ी, अपना भाड़ा और हमारी ट्रांसपोर्ट। तो इस बेसिस के अंदर में हम काम करेंगे जहां हम ये चाहेंगे कि सब लोग आपस के अंदर में मिलके सब लोग मार्जिन्स के साथ में काम करें और सारे जो आपस में कोलैबोरेट करके एंड टू एंड लॉजिस्टिक्स के हम सॉल्यूशन दे सकें कस्टमर को, जिससे कि सब लोगों की मार्जिन्स बढ़े और हमारा जो ये ट्रेड है वो सर्वाइव कर सके। थैंक यू। एंड आई अगेन बहुत ज़्यादा मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा संगप्पा जी को, जिन्होंने पूरे सब लोगों को एकत्रित किया और जो ये पहल करी थी, इसका आइडिया जो 3 साल पहले इन्होंने ही दिया था कि क्या हम ऐसा कुछ कर सकते हैं। उसके बाद हम लोगों ने सोचा कि हाँ, इसको आगे बढ़ाते हैं और आज ये एक पहला माइलस्टोन है इस कदम में आगे बढ़ते हुए, जब पूरा सिस्टम तैयार है और हम इसको 3 महीने के अंदर में फुल फ्लैज लॉन्च कर देंगे। अब अभी हम मेंबरशिप इसके अंदर में डाल रहे हैं। थैंक यू सो मच।
It is very clear that INLOG is trying to bring all the partners involved in the logistics business on one platform, thus making the entire operating cost effective and efficient. And well, when INLOG is also taking the guarantee of payment, there is no reason to not look for opportunities on the platform. You can also try to see if INLOG can help you to collaborate with trusted partners that would help move India with their Nayi Soch. You have been watching Eicher Presents Moving India with Nayi Soch, a Trans India exclusive. We will be back with you next week with yet another exciting interaction. So until next week, stay safe, and drive safe. Jai Hind.